Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
Get ready, Grizzlies fans. It is time for the Surfside Can Shuffle. Can you keep up with the cans and find Mac the Crab?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Azzy's making money thanks to the new CBA.
Incredible stuff.
Her
good stuff.
Rookie contract. She is projected to make $500,000 this year, and just in comparison, Paige made $78 last year, and Caitlin Clark made $76.
Anytime we get workers getting paid what they're worth, I'm all for it.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Grizzlies, take your fandom to the next level by becoming an MVP.
How long have you been an MVP? Since day one.
Enjoy the great benefits of being a season ticket member. Pre-game MVP moments, including Autograph Alley, exclusive Grizz gear deals, access to member or MVP-only player events, and much more.
He's been an MVP for 22 years!
Become a Grizzlies MVP today.
The
Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It's a Wednesday, May 6th, 2026 edition of the show. Today on the show, NBA playoffs were back in action last night as the Detroit Pistons won Game 1 of their series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Oklahoma City Thunder took care of business against the Los Angeles Lakers. We will get to what happened in those games and get you ready for the games that are going on tonight. We'll get to all the news and notes of the day, including who NBA players think is the most overrated players and how Laker fans are already mad about the whistle. It's a Wednesday. It's crap outside, but smile, let's do it. Turn it up! Everybody's having a good day. All right, tons of stuff to get to, not the least of which is the NBA playoffs were continuing last night, and we saw 2 Game 1s. There are going to be a couple Game 2s that are going on this evening. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, in your sack. Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Neck Carve, John Lance. He's Dr. Thunder. He's John the Polluter. He's John Sweeney. Hello, John. What up? Devin Walker not here today. I want you, all of you that are frequent listeners of this show, keep Devin, his mom, and their family in your thoughts and prayers. His grandfather passed away yesterday. Now, blessing from God, after we got off the air yesterday, his grandfather was not in good shape, and Devin was able to get over there and see him before he passed away yesterday afternoon. But obviously he is with his family today. But keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Certainly a beloved member of their family. And it was hard on him yesterday, but certainly there was that silver lining that he was so happy that he got to be with him yesterday before he passed. But never easy for any of us. There were games that were going on last evening. Settled in and watched the Pistons versus the Cavaliers in their Game 1, a game that the Pistons won 101. And looked for a while like the Pistons were going to run out on him. Then looked like they were going to possibly blow it.
Yeah.
This was rather entertaining to watch it play out. But, what were you going to say?
No. It was like I kind of walked away for a little bit to like cook dinner, and then next thing I know, I look back at it, and it's a 4-point game. It was like a 16-point game.
Right. And then they were able to hold on. One of the things from watching the events of last evening and then watching all of these playoffs thus far that keeps coming up as I'm watching these games, my thought process as I'm watching these games, especially when I think about it through the prism of the teams that we have watched in the playoffs in the past and the most beloved team here, the Grit and Grind Grizzlies, and that version of the team. And we went through a lot of years in a row where it felt like that's from a completely bygone era. During COVID, Tony Allen and I ran an entire series, which I need to find these and get them to post them or something. I'm sure we could probably post it or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was I was very, very proud of these. We went back and watched all the greatest games in Grizzlies history. In the absence of there being games on because COVID had canceled the season, we ran on FanDuel or Fox Sports, whatever it was at the time. We ran a series of me and him just watching the greatest games that the Grit and Grind Grizzlies had ever played, the most famous games, and then just talking over them, like talking through the game the entire time. And one of the things, even at that point, so that would have been 2020, 2021, like right around there. You watch those games and you're like, this feels like I'm watching something from like the freaking, 40s or something. Like, I mean, like we just made 6 threes in that entire game. The score was 96-92, and we just made, and we attempted 20.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what is it? And again, that wasn't what was going on everywhere, but it wasn't totally ridiculous. Even if you go back and look, type in Roser, if you will.
Yeah.
One of them was the Battier shot game. 2011, game 1, 8-seed Grizzlies win game 1 on the road at Spurs. And tell me what the 3-point totals are for that game. For both teams, not just the Grizzlies, the Spurs as well.
Did you say the final score?
No.
Okay. I thought you did. I was like, damn, you remembered the final score?
Is that what it was?
101-98 was the final score.
Okay, 101-98, and then go look at what the 3-point totals were.
Okay. I mean, the Spurs were 6 of 15.
Okay, see, so this isn't fair because I did watch the game back within the last 5 years and had to, I had the box score in front of me and we talked about it, whatever. So but the reason it has stuck with me is because watching this game play out, you're like, this is not what basketball looks like right now.
The Grizzlies were 6 of 10 from 3.
Okay, so 12 total. In the game.
No, 25. Because the Spurs took 15.
No.
Made 12.
Made.
Yeah. 12 of 25
12
combined.
makes.
Yeah, 12
That's
makes.
36 of the points.
Yeah.
Of almost 200 points.
Yes.
36 of them came from 3. Okay. So what I'm explaining is, watching back those games throughout that era, it felt like a different sport. Until now. And you're watching these games, I'm saying it's come back all the way around to where I'm like, the Grit and Grind Grizzlies could play in these. I have heard people compare the Pistons to the Grit and Grind Grizzlies. I have heard Minnesota be compared to the Grit and Grind. Like, you're watching these teams and it's like, wait. And because defense is now all the way back.
Yeah.
110 is winning these games.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how you get there, right? And so you told me that game, and that's 15 years ago? 15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
Okay, 15 years ago, and the score was, 101 to 98?
101 to 98.
Okay, 101 to 98. Last night's Thunder score was 108-90. Last night's Pistons score was 111-101.
There was only one game in that series, in that 2011 series, where either team scored 110.
Game 1 of Spurs, Minnesota was 104-102.
Mm-hmm. Defense is back. The Grizzlies, the grit and grind Grizzlies were ahead of their time.
I mean, it's just when we say there's nothing new under the sun and everything is cyclical, it's all dependent on who is awesome.
Yes.
Right? So who was awesome? Warriors were awesome. You better score with the Warriors. Like, you're going to have to score with them because there's going to be that third quarter tsunami that comes at you. And you can try to grind them down like we did, right? But there's going to come this time. And so what happened is a year ago, you saw, and Onus put on defense in a way, you saw the most devastating team in the league that ended up winning the NBA championship create 25, roughly, % of their offense off of defense. Literally a quarter of their points came off of turnovers. So you would see these competitive games, whether it was Denver, whether it was Indiana, whether it was, and it was always the same. It was always the same. The turnovers were low. Always. But it's almost impossible, right? That's what they do.
Yeah.
And so it didn't matter if they didn't have the most devastating offensive players all over the court, because literally a quarter of their points are coming off of transition, off turnovers, open, easy, runouts, open threes, whatever it is, right? Like, we're not playing you in these half-court games, right? And if you could get them in a half-court game but the hardest part is not turning the ball over, now all of a sudden you can compete with them, right? And we saw people be able to compete with them, but not enough. And so what you have seen now is, and 5 years ago, you could be offensively fantastic and defensively a little bit deficient and be on the court. Now you can be awesome defensively and defensively amazing and offensively deficient, and you're not coming off the court.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's where things have changed, right? Whereas the onus has been put on being able to defend, and these offenses, defenses started to catch up because they're planning for these offenses, right? Like, everybody's kind of like space and pace and running with the point guard, and now got to have switchable guys, got to have guys that are even playing four that can switch out to guards, and on and on and on. And it's like, and inevitably you're getting into half-court basketball, right? And so these point totals, it's the first time in forever. And so it is all dictated by what wins. And I think right now there has been such a premium put on defense that you can look at these teams and you can go, man, but they don't have, like, even last year, if you recall, they're like when the Thunder weren't cracking, they go, well, they really, really everybody else on that team needs it created for them. Like, do they have a second creator? And then the Jalen Williams thing happened,
the 40-point game.
Yeah. And it's like, do they really have a second creator? And you look at the Pistons and you go, who is their second guy? Whatever. And then you realize, like, when you're that awesome defensively, you're able to create yourself. Or defensively, you're able to create yourself offense.
Well, I think to your point, too, why the teams have gotten so why defense has become such a bigger deal is because the offenses, in addition to the Warriors, the Houston Rockets teams were right there behind them, and they're freaking pace and space, scoring a ton of points tonight. But the offenses also got so sophisticated and so good at, if you have one weak link, but we are going to destroy it. Every single possession. So now defense has come back because we cannot have a weak link out here.
Right.
Or we're toast.
But they can on offense.
Yes.
They can.
Yes.
In fact, you can have three. In some cases, you're watching.
I watched Detroit at times. I'm like, what? Okay.
It's Cade and
It's
four guys that Cade has to create for.
Ron Holland catches wide open three, and he's like, I'm not shooting this. What am I doing?
Right.
Yeah, right.
But again, if you're only having to score, honestly, they could have won the game with 102 last night. They didn't need 110.
Yeah.
They scored 111, but they needed 102.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't have to be dynamite offensively. Like, there's no question the offensive talent is greater on Cleveland.
Yes.
There's no way around it.
They got 2 Hall of Famers in their backcourt.
But that defensive talent that Detroit has, and you see them 5 playing as 1, and they've got size all over the place. It's hard as hell to score on them unless you're getting something easy. Like, it's a real effort to get buckets. I mean, hell, look, we're a week removed from somebody going 4 for 37 and a half against them. Now, that part of that is obviously on Orlando because that's so extreme. But they're hard to score against. When they're locked in and you're having to, when you're having to take the ball out of your own basket and they get to set their defense up, that's a hard team to score against. Cade's 6'8". So it's like 6'8", 6'7", 6'9". They got size and across the board.
And they've got one of the best rebounders in the league in Duran, who is just freaking huge and cleans up everything.
Right. And so it's kind of crazy when you watch these games unfold and you're watching this and it's like, buddy, they, like, for the first time in over a decade, this is, and I love it. Because again, my favorite team was that team.
Yeah.
And now I see people going, man, the Minnesota's kind of got that old.
Yeah.
And you see Detroit's kind of got that old Memphis. It's like, bro, 2 of the teams that are up 1-0 in the Eastern and Western Conference semis are both teams that people have said, you know what I mean? Like, you know what they kind of remind me of.
Right.
You know? And it's like,
I need one of these guys to wear like a Marc Gasol jersey to their post-game press conference.
Well, one of them has Mike Conley.
One of them has Conley on the team,
It's crazy.
Hey, Conley needs to wear a Gasol jersey to his post-game press conference.
Well, one of them is coached by our old coaching staff.
Yeah, JB,
JB, Vitaly Potapenko's over there.
JB had Conley. He had Conley, yeah.
Well, and also, like, he has a institutional knowledge of a lot of their players because he coached Donovan Mitchell. He coached Evan Mobley. We always had a good game plan against Harden because he coached Harden in Houston.
He did.
So he knows these guys.
Staff,
and, bro, I promise you this. I have not talked to him. I think JB would rather win this probably than the NBA Finals. That team did him wrong.
They did.
They did him wrong and replaced him and then won 60-something games, last year. With Kenny Atkinson, and then flamed out in the playoffs.
The Pacers just bombed them.
Yeah, flamed out in the playoffs. And he had to go over to Detroit, and he's probably going to win Coach of the Year there now.
Yeah.
And to beat the team that blamed him for their failings.
Yes. Oh, he wants this. He wants this so bad.
So bad.
Absolutely, he wants this.
So bad. He wants this so bad.
He does.
To beat Cleveland. Because, even when we talked to him last year at Summer League, it was like that was tough.
It was.
For him.
It's tough.
And especially took over just you couldn't have been lower than they were by the time they got rid of Monty Williams. They had talent. They had young talent, but
they paid Monty Williams $10 million a year.
They revamped that. He revamped that thing quickly. They were losers, complete losers, and turned them into winners.
They had won, 63? What's 63 and 17? 80. They had won in the 4 seasons prior to him getting there. They had won 94 total games. In his first 2 seasons, they won 104.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
20. And not insanely different personnel.
No.
They had guys.
They were 14 and 68 the year before he got there.
And they had guys.
And they went 44 and 38 his first year. And then they lost to the Knicks in the first round in a super competitive series.
And they added Tobias Harris and Malik Beasley.
Yeah.
And Dennis Schroeder. Like, it's not like they added, Kevin Durant to their team.
No,
right?
he got Cade and Duran to elevate their game.
And so you know how badly he wants to win that one. And it was they were pretty impressive last night. But again, it's much like you're seeing some of these teams, and it's like, wow, things have really changed over to where you have to be able to defend. And with being able to defend, so this is something that the Lakers are up against the wall with because they don't have, and this has been a storyline all year for them, a plethora of defenders, which made what happened with Houston all the more deplorable because it's like, how bad is your offense that you can't get buckets against the Lakers, where there should be guys that you can target one after another with the Lakers. But there's a couple hilarious things that have taken place. So this is like, in our case, it's not like you can watch. If you're a Grizzlies fan, like a real Grizzlies fan, there's no way you can watch the Thunder and the Lakers and want somebody to win badly.
Yeah.
But, bro, I can't love it more watching their fan bases go at it with each other. Oh, my God. They are both so annoying.
Yeah.
And so entitled. Because now you've got the recent entitled versus the 100 years entitled.
Yeah.
And the irony of watching Laker fans mortified by the whistle that Oklahoma City gets is the most entertaining thing going. I am here to tell you, okay, by last night at halftime, keep in mind, Roser, it's game one. Halftime of Lakers versus Thunder. On my Twitter feed, at halftime of game one, there was already, let me get the name right, Hero of the Day was the account, has posted 2 minutes and 15 seconds of Oklahoma City flops. This is halftime.
Oh, my gosh.
By halftime, this was posted.
Just cutting them all in real time.
Hey,
they're just doing it all in real time.
Watch these of game one.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm like, this is... I can't love this more. This is so hilarious. Like, that by halftime of game one, there was a 2 minute and 15-second compilation of Gilgeous Alexander.
Pisses off Lakers fans so bad.
And this is a team with Reeves and Luka.
Oh, yeah. Like, Austin Reeves and Luka don't do crap like that.
Oh, my God. It was just amazing. Amazing. I mean, I'm like, by halftime,
That's
they've
incredible.
already got this going. They're going to lose their minds.
Yeah.
Look, oh, my God. They're going to lose their minds. And the Lakers, nothing is funnier than watching the Laker fans have to deal with not getting a call. Because you don't get a call against them.
Well, like, what's it, like the last, 4 years, they've led the NBA in free throw attempts?
Well, and they don't have Luka,
Yeah.
who is like a
The
35
ultimate,
point per game scorer.
Right.
Who,
Goes to the line 12 times a game.
And every single play
is complaining nonstop.
Is a complaint. And
Yes.
Reeves goes to the foul line like crazy as well, usually. If you're Austin Reeves, you've got to throw one more at the thing. You've got to throw one more shot up, at least, so that people can't do the Austin 316 thing today.
Yeah, I saw Hater Report. Shout out Hater Report on Twitter. Had the Stone Cold Steve Austin in the Austin Reeves jerseys and Austin 316. You can't go 3 for 16. You've got to at least get it. Yeah, you do. You got to get one more shot up.
Austin 316 is tough. They have no chance.
They got no chance.
We said this yesterday. But you got a little explaining to do.
Oh, is this?
I reached out to my buddy.
What do I have?
First of all, I reached out to my buddy Nick Wright, because they were doing these.
I saw him tweet. I know what this is about.
I reached out to, oh my God. It says, honest to God, give Bronny the Laravia minutes. Laravia has arguably been the single worst player this postseason. Just utterly petrified of the moment. Totally brutal minutes every time. And I thought, wow, that is super harsh. And then I went and looked it up. In 7 games, he has averaged 3 points, 2 rebounds, 0.7 assists, shooting 33% from the field and 20% from 3.
That's tough.
Would you like to
explain
yourself?
So what do I have to explain myself for?
Playmate. Oh, can you turn the audio on this, please?
Are we allowed to?
Yes.
Oh.
It's a Twitter video, for God's sake.
This Jake Laravia
Turn it up.
project has to stop. I am begging you to get this guy and put him in a dumpster. SGA is not even looking at him. He's not guarding him. He forgets. He leaves him wide open. This guy can't even jog backwards. Get him out, DJ. This guy is something else, man. It's always the white guys, man. They always gotta make us look bad. You're pretty much playing 4-on-5 with this guy on the floor. Maybe 3-on-5. He's afraid to do anything. Good luck. Good luck. You should have to be able to dribble the basketball if you want to play against OKC.
Mike Dandino.
I thought that was Chris Russo. That sounded just like Mad Dog Russo.
Yo.
Okay.
Yo.
So what do I have to defend? What am I defending here?
You saying Jake Laravia is better than all of our players? This guy is unplayable.
Jake Laravia was,
Stop.
absolutely better than our wings.
Unplayable.
He was not better than Sed.
This guy is unplayable.
Like,
bro, he can't do anything in the playoffs.
Let's just remember that 2 years ago,
No.
we traded him
and
got worse.
Oh, no, we traded Marcus Smart, too.
Who never played anyway.
Okay, stop.
We traded him and got worse. So me saying
We
Laravia
also-
was
hey,
better than the
hey,
wings we had
also-
was not false.
Was
not false.
Also, it wasn't that we traded Jake Laravia. It's that we started playing good teams. Like, shut up.
No, we couldn't beat teams even with Jake. But we got to
right.
where
we couldn't. No, we never beat good teams. The great ruse of last season,
2 years ago,
of two seasons ago was
we could never beat good teams.
we didn't beat good teams, and then we played all the good teams post trade deadline, and people went, the trade deadline ruined the Grizzlies.
I know we were better with Laravia on the court.
Shut up.
We were better with him on the court that year.
This guy stinks.
It's his first time playing in real playoff action. We got to start some. Hey,
do anything.
There's levels to it.
Play the video
There's
again.
levels to
I
it.
want to hear this guy yelling
We
again.
beat Puckard the other night too.
Laravia project has to stop.
Come on.
I am
Yo, playmaker
begging
Jake.
you to get this guy and put him in a dumpster. SGA is not even
Put him
looking
in a
at him.
dumpster.
Tough.
All right, that's enough.
Lay off playmaker Jake.
He said put him in a dumpster.
Lay off playmaker Jake.
You.
Yeah. Jake Laravia is the reason the Lakers lose. Yeah. Please. That's the reason they lose. Yeah. Jake Laravia is the only guy on the Lakers who is not good, who plays and is not good.
I will say,
It's not one of the biggest busts at the number one pick of all time, DeAndre Ayton. It's not that they have that sloth there at center. It's not that they got tons of players who stink. They got 2 players who are like really, really good. Lay off Jake.
I hit up Nick Wright to thank him for. They're doing a bit I was listening to this morning. He was on with Simmons, and they were doing a lottery karma rankings. And talking about, who should get the number one pick or who should get in the lottery and whatever else. And Nick Wright went to bat for the Grizzlies. He went to bat for the Grizzlies because of the LeBron comments. He went
Which is crazy because he's a LeBron guy.
He is a LeBron guy.
But he also has Memphis ties.
His sister-in-law lives here, and he's here quite a bit, a couple times a year, whatever, and thinks very highly of the Grizzlies and the fan base and how much they did support. He's like his point on there was, like, bro, they were riding for that team. They did love that team, and in his words, Ja ruined it all.
Yeah.
and he's like, I'd like to see them get another run at it.
Because it was awesome with Zach and Tony and Mark and Mike, too.
Right. Like, they embrace that team. They love that team, whatever. And so he was like, and they got, because of a hotel, they got, they had this sucker punch, from LeBron while he's on this, on this golf video or whatever. And he was like, and he's like, he has an awareness of the city where he was like, they hurt them. That bothered them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, you got the most famous basketball player in the world saying they should just move that team. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah, right.
And so he's like, he was going to bat for Memphis. So I hollered at him this morning. I was like, thanks for riding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it would be nice to get some luck.
Yeah.
Right? To be able to get into that lottery coming up on Sunday. But anyways, he also tweeted that Jake LaRavia's minute should go to Bronny. So you've got that going for you. So.
Yeah, because Bronny is, I
mean,
he's good.
I know, but he couldn't be worse than Jake LaRavia. So
I mean, look,
crazy.
Jake's been bad. There's no defending that. There's no defending that.
It sounds like
There's
you were.
No,
it sounded like you were defending it.
Well, for a different stance. Like, first, he was better than the wings we had.
It sounded. That's not true.
That's absolutely true.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's totally true.
No, it's not.
Ours
will be in the league in 5 years.
Absolutely. Which ones? Said?
Jalen Wells will be in the league.
Okay.
What are you talking about? You don't think Jalen Wells is going to be in the NBA in 5 years?
I mean, I might be up in the air.
Okay.
I don't know for certain.
Wow.
He could be.
Wow, bro. Wow.
I'd say Jake and Jalen Wells have about the same chance probably in 5 years. But I think Jake is better right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
You consider Gigi a wing or no? You don't consider him?
I love Gigi.
No, you don't?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Is he a wing? What is Gigi? Is he a small forward? Is he a power forward? Is he a small ball 5? I don't think he's a small ball 5. What is Gigi?
He's probably a 4.
Probably a 4.
Best cast as a 4.
Yeah.
Which
I still don't think we know what Gigi is. I don't think we're still going to know totally for like 4 more years.
Tell you this, though, he has size, and if he defends and plays with energy like he did for the second half of the year, you really got something with him. We're all big fans of Gigi Jackson. And
go Jake.
Anyway,
learning experience.
No.
Minor setback for a major comeback.
Throw him in a dumpster.
That's awful.
A dumpster.
Hey.
A dumpster.
Look.
A dumpster.
But that guy, who's the guy?
You should be able to dribble Mike Dadino.
Who's fake Chris Russo?
Dadino.
Okay.
Mike Dadino.
He said it's always the white guy.
It is always the white guy, isn't it?
Except, do you know the 3 players in the NBA with the best fourth quarter plus minus?
Wait.
What?
Embiid has been ruled out?
That's not a shock. He took a shot to his appendix where it was the other night and was like hunched over.
Ankle and hip.
Yeah, that's not a surprise.
Embiid was unable to participate in the team shoot-around this morning after experiencing soreness in his ankle and hip. He's been receiving around-the-clock treatment in efforts to play. Ankle and hip?
Yeah.
Was it you that asked me if he's going to be able to play the whole series yesterday?
Probably. Like, dude, was there ever a chance? Because now you're getting into the time where you play every other day. And, like, dude,
what are the chances he makes it?
We have no evidence his entire career to suggest that he can make it through playing every other day in the playoffs. He is the biggest what if in NBA history because he is so awesome when he is healthy and available. He is so awesome.
And they're down 1-0.
And they can't guard Jalen Brunson.
And you wondered if they were going to be able to
That stinks,
this
too.
may help.
He's so likable, too, Embiid.
This may help that case, oddly. Again, it'll hurt in every other way, but it might help in the Brunson thing, is what I'm saying. Because he's not coming up on the screen, bro.
Yeah, that's true. He is not at all.
He's not.
He ain't getting out there.
Like, what you do is you have whoever Embiid is guarding set the screen.
Right.
And now you're effed.
And now you're screwed, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because he's not stepping out.
No.
He's going to hope his length is enough to contest it, but he's not stepping out there.
Yeah. Thus, the issue that the Celtics were met with, because it wasn't like they don't have one of those guys that's on ball all the time, right? They don't have one of those guys that's on ball. If Derek White's going to be terrible, and it's like those are your wings.
Yeah.
And your wings are being guarded by their wings. But if you've got a big that can go out there and set the screen at the top, like, this guy's got to get out there.
Yeah.
Or else there's too much, you know what I mean?
So what do they do? Is it Drummond?
There'll probably be some Drummond, and I bet they'll go smaller, too.
Go small.
I bet you'll probably see Nick Nurse try, like, the Dom Barlow stuff, maybe some Bona, if he's in there, whatever. But, I mean, you're in a bad way. What you need is for him to be a massive advantage against Towns and Robinson, where have it keep going like it started, where he's got those guys in foul trouble, he's getting them off the court, and now you're playing the small ball Knicks, right?
Yeah.
And you're getting to play them with Huck Porty or whoever else. But he was hobbling around, and it's too many games in too few days. But the crazy thing is, you said he took that shot, but now they're saying it's his ankle and his hip. It's not even his. He has no knees, and he has appendicitis, and he's sitting out for his hip and his ankle.
So that's the thing. Is like the Celtics game, he got hit in that knee twice. The last one was by Maxey when Maxey fell into him. And then they immediately played 2 days later in that game one. And, he took the shot to where he had his appendix taken out and he was hunched over. But, I wonder what hip it is. Which hip is it? Does it say? Well, no, you remember at the end of that Celtics game 7, remember when he dove on the floor?
Oh, yeah.
Like right in front of the Celtics bench? Like he dove on the floor to save that ball or something?
So it's the left hip.
I wonder, if it's that hip that he fell on, if that's like starting to bother him
What's
now.
wild, though, is that we're talking about he had appendicitis.
Yeah.
He has no knees.
Either one of them.
And he is out for hip and ankle. This guy is just wounded.
Wounded.
And they tried to get him to the playoffs to just be able to play. Can you get us through for 3 weeks?
Somebody's going to do one of those memes.
The answer was
Joel
no.
Embiid Halloween costume, and it's going to be a body cast.
Yeah.
A person in a body cast. Yeah, the
mummy.
mummy, yeah.
That is wild. Hip. If you would have told me he's out for his knees.
Right, if you would have said knee, like right knee, left knee,
or you would have
him.
said he had a flare up from, because he got hit on that one screen at the top and he was holding his.
He did.
And that was like, bro, you did have like major surgery.
You did.
That you came back from
2 weeks ago.
But he's already hurt his hip and his ankle.
Yeah.
And it says he was unable to go in shoot around, experiencing soreness in his ankle and hip, and has been receiving around the clock treatment in an effort to play, but that he's been ruled out for game 2. And so what's interesting is they ruled him out at noon. So, like, he's going to be out, right? Like if you're ruling him out, there's no takebacks on that one.
Yeah.
Because now the line, people gambling on this stuff. I bet they're double digits now.
I never saw the other day what the line moved to when they announced Ant was playing.
I will tell you this, because I saw a video about it this morning, because it was a guy saying, like, hold on. Don't tell me yet. I will just say, this guy said, everybody in the free world's going to bet the Knicks tonight, and it's a total trap. They won the first game by 1,000. They've installed them as 7.5-point favorites, and everybody's going to look at that and go, what? 7.5? They just won game 1 by 40, and everybody in the world is going to bet on the Knicks, and it's a trap. And so I know that line was 7.5. I bet you it's double digits now with the Embiid thing.
Both lines are the same. Across the board, they're the same.
Wait, San Antonio?
Both of them are the same. Both lines are the same.
So but that's different because that is baking in San Antonio adjustments and response. Also, the psychology of how many times have we gotten to the podium? We said we got to come here and steal home court advantage. Like, this sense of we have accomplished what we did what we came here to do.
Yeah, right.
And so I would suspect that they would install San Antonio as significant favorites. But, the other one was a little bit low at 7.5 just because people, there's obviously always that, what is Philly's response going to be? Also, you got to remember this, Roser.
Yeah.
This Embiid thing is wild because he waved the white flag early in the third. Nurse did. He waved the white flag.
He did.
So he didn't even play. It wasn't, he ain't coming off playing 42 minutes.
Mm-hmm. What did he play the other night?
20-something.
He played 20-something?
Yeah, because they sat everybody in the third quarter. That was the earliest I've ever seen
24 and a half. 24 and a half minutes.
Okay, so he played 24 and a half minutes. It wasn't even like he played the whole game.
Yeah, the most any starter played was like 26 and a half minutes. Maxey, Paul George, and Oubre both played. Edgecombe played 28, but yeah, it's nobody played 30. Nobody played 30.
It's a 7-game series that killed him.
Yeah.
That series going 7 games.
And he didn't even play in that series till game 3.
Look, Tatum couldn't make it through.
No, Tatum couldn't make it through.
Tatum couldn't make it through. These guys coming back from injury. Now we just got to hope Ant makes it through.
Neither one of those teams are deep.
Right.
They're not like super. Like the Celtics are deep, but they were deep in the regular season, but they didn't play deep in the playoffs. And the Sixers, very clearly, as we talked about, like they went to 6 guys.
Yeah.
Essentially. And like you're playing a 7-game series and you're only playing 6 guys. That it starts to
You just
wear
hope
on
that
you.
Ant can make it through and Ant can keep getting stronger and stronger because
he's questionable for tonight.
Who, Ant?
Ant Dosunmu available.
All right.
He's good to go. Maxey available. Embiid is out. And DiVincenzo is out. Both are 10.5-point favorites. Knicks and Spurs. Both 10.5-point favorites.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it moved 3.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Spurs
on the Embiid news.
And the Spurs, it stayed the same. It opened 10.5. It's sticking at 10.5.
You do wonder.
That Timberwolves team's got dogs, man.
Well, they'll play. Obviously, they'll start Terrence Shannon probably. It'd be interesting if Edwards were to sit just to be like, you know what, I'm gonna be ready for game 3, right? Not where you're punting this game.
Yeah.
Just hey, we want to make sure when we're having to play every other day, we want you healthy because look, that's going to be a long series. That should be going back and forth. And if you're worth your salt, Mitch Johnson and that staff in San Antonio, who have been great all year, as I told you yesterday when we were explaining this, Finch is so good at making your best players look terrible. Jamal Murray just came off his best season ever. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
It's the first time he ever made an all-star team and just had his best season ever. And he looked terrible against Minnesota.
Yeah.
And McDaniels. He shot 30%. And who else looked like hell compared to what we're used to? Jokic. So you got to game 1 of this series, and who looked terrible? De'Aaron Fox and
Wemby.
Right? So if you're worth your salt, this is what I'm saying. They're going to go and they're going to get that tape and they're going to say, all right, how do we make this easier on these two? Right? Here's what they're doing to make your life hell. Here's the adjustments that we're making to make it easier on you. Right? Because, I mean, this is what happens as a series goes on. For a while there, it looked like C.J. McCollum had turned back into 2015 C.J. McCollum and like the reincarnation of Trae Young, and the Knicks have a big problem on their hands. And then you didn't hear C.J. McCollum's name again At the beginning of the Houston series, Luke Kennard had 31 points. You got later in the series, and he had 1.
Yeah.
That's what these series are chess matches.
Yeah.
And San Antonio, I mean, what would freak you out is if Fox and Wemby aren't good tonight, then it would freak you out.
Because, like, Dylan Harper was really good the other night.
Great.
But, like, that kind of part of it.
Right.
Like, cool.
Of course.
Yeah, cool. Let him do
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
when
course.
you two aren't getting to do this.
Of course.
If Dylan Harper wants to score 18, 19, that's cool.
Of course. And that's why, when we got run off the court against San Antonio many years ago, Greg Popovich was like, you will never see one guy again if you're Zach Randolph. In life.
Before they started doubling him from
In
all
life.
over the court.
Never.
Yes.
You'll never see it.
Yeah.
It's never happening again. So the rest of y'all better do something because it ain't going to be him.
Mm-hmm.
And Finch is great at that.
Yeah.
He does that to every series they play.
Mm-hmm.
The Grizzlies, the grit and grind Grizzlies were great at that, right? In Minnesota, and that is going to be the thing, is Minnesota's destiny to be a better version of the grit and grind Grizzlies that is like the team you have to get past that tests you and you have to adjust to and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Or are they the team that can actually like bury you?
Yeah.
Right? And obviously they have a superstar, which that team did
They
not.
do. They do.
But this is the first go through for Wembanyama, and I mean Fox has obviously got to they have to have a good De'Aaron Fox. He's the only one that's been there. None of them have any experience besides him. Castle's going through it for the first time. Champagne's going through it for the first time. Vassell's going through it for the first time. Harper's going through it for the first, like all of them. Cornette's got a little bit.
Cornette, Harrison Barnes, and Fox are the
That's
only.
it.
Yeah, and Fox, he got curried in his playoff series.
Right.
He got Game 7 curried.
Right. And so, but that'll be the interesting thing. And I mean, obviously, Vegas has it as the expectation is they are going to do some figuring out.
Yeah.
I mean, what are the chances Wemby ever has that line? Seriously.
Yeah.
Never.
So I was trying to look there.
Never. What was he? 5 for 18? Something like that?
Wemby was, I just had it. Here we go.
What was he in game 1?
Here we go. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, 5 of 17. Him and Fox were 0 for 12 from 3.
Okay, he's 5 for 17, Roser. That will never happen again in life.
Yeah.
Ever. He's never going 5 for 17 again. I defy. There's no way. There's no way. He's 9 foot tall.
Yeah.
But that was like, hey, man, if they're going to have Gobert out here and I got to pull him away from the basket and I'm going to get to shoot open threes, I'm going to take them. Well, guess what? He won't take them the same way tonight. He ain't going to have 8 3-point attempts unless he makes the first couple.
Yeah.
Right? He's not just going to say, well, if this is the shot you're giving me, right? You're getting them off the hook by doing that. Unless you make them. Right? This is what we went through with Morant.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they want you to take that. They would much rather live and die with you taking threes. And if you make 6 of them, then they'll live with their life. Yeah. But bro, he was 5 for 17 and they lost by a bucket. That was a great look.
And I would think if you're San Antonio, like, I mean, we love Mike, but like Mike's old.
Oh, for sure.
Like, make him move. Like, make him move his feet. And then Shannon too. Like, Terrence Shannon's been like a nice revelation, but like, bro, Terrence Shannon's never been in games like this before the playoffs. Like, make him work.
I'll tell you this though, Terrence Shannon.
He's an athlete.
Well, he's also had 2 starts and he scored 40.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He's starting to get on the whiteboard.
Yeah.
When you drop 40 in your first 2. What do you have, 24 and 16, I think it was?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 16 the night, 5 of 13.
But he's 24.
And he gets to the line, too.
Wasn't he 24 in the game before?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So he's got 16. He's got 16 in 24, so he's got 40. And it's like, all right, now we got to start paying attention to you. Just like we were talking about with
so just make it not easy for him. Yeah.
It's like what we were talking about with the Kennard thing. Bro, you get to have 31 once.
Yeah. This doesn't happen again. Like, you're not just...
C.J. McCollum was killing. They lost by 1,000.
Yeah.
They
decided you don't just get to have Jalen Brunson guard you one-on-one. And Terrence Shannon, like, bro, how many plays have we seen him where he just takes the ball from the top of the key and just drives and lays it in or dunks? Like, bro, you don't get to do that.
No.
We're not just going to let you do that.
No, that's not that's not what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And again, this is what we talk about. Like, the reason that we have such a problem years ago with, still to this day, Reeves and Hachimura is because when you played them and they downed us in that game one, those were the two guys.
Yep.
You did a great job on LeBron, and you did an unbelievable job on Anthony Davis. And then it was friggin' Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura.
Dude, Hachimura in that game one was just...
Well, and just like yesterday, we were opining back to, 10 years ago or whatever it was. No, not even 10 years, 5 years ago. And it was Andrew Wiggins and Kevon Looney. That's who it was, right? It wasn't Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
It was Andrew Wiggins and Kevon Looney. And it wasn't. So part of it is your other guys have to be awesome, right? That's why everybody was putting a spotlight on the Christian Browns of the world, because it's like, bro, like Cam Johnson did. Like, okay, you're not going to get the attention, so you have to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So there is partly where Terrence Shannon is probably still going to get to operate, just because they're going to sit there and they're going to go, all right, Julius Randle and Jaden McDaniels are the two that we've got to, right? And if we lose to Terrence Shannon and Mike Conley, and because they're down to DiVincenzo. Right. And Edwards is not the version of himself.
Right.
You
clearly can see.
You kind of feel that out.
Yeah.
Right. But you got to make life hard on them too. And so we'll see. I mean, Fox and Wemby, like, this is the response game.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. Sometimes it is just hard the entire series.
I wonder if they play Harrison Barnes.
Sometimes
more at
it is
some point.
just hard the entire series. And, like, Minnesota obviously made it hard the entire series on Murray and Jokic.
Yeah.
And if you can make it hard on Murray and Jokic, you can make it hard on Fox and Wemby.
I wonder if you see some more Harrison Barnes.
And just like that, Minnesota made life hell on John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. But Desmond Bane and Brandon Clark had to be awesome.
Yeah.
And they were. And so it might just be the Dylan Harpers of the world and the Champagnes. And
they might be able to, yeah.
Because, I mean, you've got the defensive personnel to be able to make life hell for people.
Mm-hmm. There's no doubt. Castle, just don't foul out.
Told
You've
you.
got Wemby.
It all wraps back around. Defense is back, bro.
Defense is back.
Defense is back.
Defense is back.
Like, you can win these games scoring 105 points.
Yeah. Rui Hachimura in that game one, 29 points on 11 of 14 from the field. Killed us. 29 on 11 of 14.
I mean, that was the game plan.
Yeah. Beat us, Rui. He was like, all right.
Guy turned into friggin' Jordan.
Crazy. Yeah.
And Reeves hit the game winner.
Yeah. Reeves.
The biggest shot of the game.
Yeah, Reeves had 23 in the game. Yeah.
And that's with LeBron and Anthony Davis. We did good.
Davis was awesome in that game, but yeah.
No, but they down the stretch, not what killed us.
No, it was those two just hitting shots. Like, it was, hey, all right, LeBron and Davis aren't doing it. You're going to have to pass out and move the ball around, and those guys are going to have to beat us, and they absolutely did. Yeah.
Still mad about that.
Yeah, that stunk.
Those game ones are killers.
It was game one. I remember that. It was like a tie game with 5 minutes left.
We had our hearts ripped out in a lot of game ones.
We lost by 16 that game one to the Lakers. It was like a tie game with 5 minutes left, and then they just ran off. They just could not miss.
Well, no, like, we just let go of the rope.
Yeah, let go of the rope.
After Rui Hachimura stole our souls, It was like, okay, dude. This is the way this is going to go down.
Man, David Roddy played 9 minutes in that game.
David Roddy?
He played 9 minutes in that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd he do?
He was a +7 in the box score. He was 0 for 1 with 1 rebound and 1 assist. but he was a +7.
I liked David Roddy.
Kennard was a +11.
Kennard?
Tyus was a -12.
Kennard had a big plus-minus that entire series.
Santi was -23 in that game.
Oh, don't you
I'm
love
not.
that, don't you?
No, I'm not.
That.
It was just, it wasn't his series. It wasn't his
love
series. Lakers were too big, too physical. Wasn't his series.
I'm going to say that it's I do think the way these playoffs have gone, and certainly things are always dictated by whoever is the eventual champion, but just seeing Minnesota's prowess, seeing Detroit's prowess, seeing Oklahoma City's prowess, and then the outlier is obviously this Knicks offense.
Right.
But their defense has been great as well. You know, the Grizzlies are having draft workouts, as are teams all over the country, especially when a third of the teams cared about the draft more than the season. And it's a great draft. The guys that can defend,
Yeah.
they're the ones that get the bonus. You know what I mean? They're the ones. You're looking right now. And don't you think, in a way, that you haven't before, or haven't as much before, you are so much more looking at what guys can do on the defensive end than what they can do on the offensive end.
Or what their potential is on the defensive
Correct.
end. Yeah.
That it's almost like, bro, if I'm drafting you as an offensive player, you better be amazing.
Yes.
Offensively. Your offense has to be so good, i.e. Jalen Brunson, that I can hide you on defense.
Right.
But it's still a net. I'm netting out because right now, the same way that I fought for 100 years for Tony Allen to play 25 or more minutes, the good outweighs the bad with the defenders now.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily how many points you could score. It's how many points you give up. And can they target you? And I do think that it's weird because this is such a intensely talented draft, but the analysis of these guys as defenders is going to go a long way. And there's no way around it. I think the guy that it helps possibly the most is Wilson.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Don't you?
Dude, how do you not envision him just being awesome defensively one day?
Don't you think?
Yes.
Don't you think that Wilson is the one? Because you could say that's not what Debance is, just a otherworldly offensive talent. So we're setting him aside, and nobody's dinging him for his defense. And he's going to be able to defend too. He's big, strong, athletic, and he's not a sieve. But those other ones, people are going to ding Boozer, and they're going to ding Acuff, and they're going to, we'll see on the Wagler thing. It's not like Wagler makes you.
He's skinny.
Yeah, he's skinny, but he does have size. He does have a frame.
And he's skilled.
No. Offensively outstanding. Yeah. I'm saying, but a lot of those guys, even at the top, they're going to get dinged where that Wilson is not going to get dinged. I look at these playoffs, and especially you watch the teams like Minnesota, and you watch the teams like Oklahoma City, and you watch the teams like the Pistons, and you go, bro, that's like a Seward Thompson if he was awesome at offense.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. It's like you can see he's not going to be an athletic or defensive deficiency for you in a way where you go, man, is Acuff too small? Is Boozer too slow? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying that the defensive thing is going to be put into a spotlight in a way that it has not, especially because you've seen these other ones, Murray Boyles.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And where he shows up in the fight, and some of these guys that are just like the dogs, the Rottweilers. Edgecombe's made a name for himself by being able to contribute as a rookie. We'll see if San Antonio can get theirs back and Carter Bryant. But, like, these guys are long and athletic and defend like hell and are tough.
And also for Caleb Wilson, like, Look what happened to his team when he got hurt and wasn't there. Like, they freaking beat Duke. And then they lost him, and the coach got fired. They were so bad. Like,
but,
you know.
And again, there's going to be these other guys that, like, have defensive prowess that are coming into this draft. Those are the guys. Big guys, because you know you're going to be dealing with Wemby, right?
Yep.
Like, that is what it is. So big guys, size, because even when we were just talking about Detroit, bro, they make people look small. They are so big.
They are. They're huge.
They're so big and so physical. They don't even have a Beasley anymore. And even Duncan Robinson is tall. They just look like a friggin' airplane team is what Jack Eaton used to call them.
Duncan Robinson, the third best plus minus in the fourth quarter of the playoffs this year. He is plus 26.
He was sniping
in the fourth quarters.
He was dropping off last night.
And then he was bumping James Harden.
He was. He did
bump right into James Harden.
His mustache is so stupid. It really is. His mustache.
Man, he shoots flames, though.
Oh, my God.
Man, he could shoot it.
No. Big time.
Yes.
Big time.
He's one of the ones that I had in a G League game, and I was like,
he is what he is.
That shot looks different. Like, this is not a G League three-point shooter.
Duncan Robinson is auto.
Yes.
Auto.
Yes.
And can stay on the court. Mm-hmm. Has stayed on the court for a team that made the finals.
He has stayed on the court, yes.
He did in Miami, and he has for Detroit. But anyway, that team is so big and so strong and whatever, and you're like, all right, you got to – everybody's going to think about things through the prism of these, like, long, tall athletes and also having, like, these big guys. Like I told you during the NCAA tournament, there's no doubt in my mind. Now, again, it's not fair now because everybody's gotten on board. We were all going to be looking towards who are the guys, like, once upon a time it was Dante DiVincenzo. Sometimes it's other guys. Who are the guys that are going to, like, fly up these boards based upon people getting to see all of their games and their team's success in the NCAA tournament? And it's not fair now because if you go look at the mocks, it's already happened. But that night when I pulled up the mock drafts that I was watching Michigan, I was like, okay, this is the most misjudged guy on the mockery drafts was the Mara kid at Michigan. Because there's no way you weren't watching that and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, in a league where you've got to have big guys, like this guy, and this guy can pass, and this guy can do this stuff, like this guy is skilled.
Mm-hmm.
He was like top. They had him going to the Grizzlies at the second round pick. Yeah. This guy's going to go probably in the friggin' lottery by the time it's all said and done. Because there's no way you can watch these playoffs and go, bro, we better be able to rebound. We better be able to have some size. We better be. And I even looked at one yesterday where he wasn't even there for the Grizzlies' second pick. You know?
Oh yeah, no, he's like up there lottery now.
But
like,
of those top guys, and I'm talking about like the Bansta, Peterson, Boozer, Acuff, Wagler, all them. Wilson's the one that benefits the most.
Mm-hmm.
He really does. There's no way you can watch the playoffs and not think that Caleb Wilson is the one that benefits from that. Because you're watching these games and you're trying to envision these players in the playoffs. And come on. The Bansta's 6'8", I mean, he's huge.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, that fits. There's not a basketball court in the world that A.J. DeBansta doesn't fit on.
Right.
He's a killer, and he's awesome. So I got no problems with him. The Peterson thing is, again, that's all interviews. Like, there's no question his apex is amazing.
He fits on a basketball court.
Yes.
You watch how the guy moves. It's like, yeah, okay, that's a real NBA player.
But the Wilson thing, as compared to when they're going to ding Boozer, when they're going to ding Acuff, when they're going to ding some of these other guys, and they're going to go, does it fit in the same way?
Right.
Right? Because, geez Louise, these guys are big, strong, athletic, and you got to be able to defend now. You have to. Unless you're – and Acuff might be Brunson.
Yeah.
He might just be so awesome offensively that it doesn't –
That it doesn't
all right,
matter.
fine.
Yeah.
I'll hide your ass.
Yeah.
You know, I'll Steve Nash it. It's like it's worth it. The good outweighs the bad offensively.
Right.
But we're now to a point where it's not the good have to outweigh the bad offensively. The good has to dwarf the bad. Unlike if you flipped it.
Yeah.
The good does not have to dwarf the bad defensively. I mean, it can. You can be amazing defensively, and I can keep you on the court. The Thompsons, Dyson Daniels, Lou Dort. You know, well, you can go on and on. You can find a bunch of those. But these guys that can't defend, like, I can't play you.
Yeah.
You've made it almost impossible for me. Unless somebody else has somebody that doesn't have to be defended. Right? And then I can stick you on them. But this is going to be fascinating, especially because draft lottery is coming up. And I do think that the way people think about the NBA, and especially these teams, is always dictated by who wins. Always dictated. And so, look, if San Antonio wears out, ends up beating Minnesota, and they beat Oklahoma City, it's going to change too. It's going to be like, oh, we got to have 5 ball handlers and somebody to deal with Wemby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the 7'5" guy is who you're playing it against.
Mm-hmm.
If Oklahoma City does it again, it's going to have that Warriors-esque impact where everybody's going to look around and go, bro, we got to be able to shoot. Because we got to be able to score with them.
You already are looking at OKC and I think you probably, if you're a Western Conference team.
Oh, no, it could change, though, quickly.
That you already are looking at, okay, how do we deal with Wemby for 10 years?
You are.
Yeah.
But if Oklahoma City wins, you're like, oh, God, they're still going to be the one.
They're still
because,
there,
again, Wemby ain't going to be 25, 26, 27. He ain't going to be that for 4 or 5 more years.
Right.
So we'll see. Is he ready to win now, or is he going to just have to take lumps? Like most people have taken lumps. Like Michael Jordan, like LeBron James, like everybody else. Everybody
Kobe,
took lumps.
Shaq.
All of them.
Yeah.
They all took lumps.
The only one who Magic,
Wade,
Tim Duncan.
But they were not the guy.
Yeah. Robinson was still on
Robinson
that team.
was there. Kobe won with Shaq early. Wade won with Shaq early.
Magic had Kareem.
But generally, you know what I mean? You're a little bit older and you have gone through it. That was why last year I kept saying Oklahoma City's got to take their scars.
Right.
You know what I mean? They hadn't been to enough playoff games yet. You're not just going to just show up and run through everybody. I mean, there's a reason why so many teams that have gotten over the cusp have made a conference finals prior to, before they broke through.
Yeah.
But this would be like, bro, they won 30 games last year?
Look, he may be the one that can break it.
Of course.
It would not surprise at all, if he's the one who can break through that.
I can't wait to watch him play tonight against Minnesota.
Yeah.
How do you respond?
How do you respond?
Because he was, 5 for, what'd you say, 17?
Yeah, 5 for 17.
That's an error.
He played a little hot potato with Dylan Harper at the end of that game, too.
Also, I think I heard Zach Lowe say that was his 3rd most minutes he played all year.
Really?
He was tired, bro.
Yeah.
And he also had friggin' elbows in his solar plexus for an hour and a half.
Yep.
Because in between Randall and Reed and Gobert, I mean, they're just trying to push him off his spot all game.
All game.
You know that son of a bitch is going to go. He's going to come back friggin' 280 a muscle. When he does the muscle thing.
Yeah.
When he
gets older,
he'll
fill out a little bit.
Bro, if he puts muscle on that frame, it'll be like a super Giannis.
Yes.
And you might as well just go ahead and clock out.
And the
if he has muscles too, we're all done.
The other thing too is he's smart, and you hear LeBron, you hear Jordan, even Durant talk about it. Like, dude, they're all, when these guys are older, they're like, if I knew now what I knew back then when I was like first getting in the league, I would have been the greatest player ever. But like the last thing is to mentally get it all and master it mentally. And like he will eventually, and it's going to be.
Yeah, but he does feel more advanced maturity-wise.
He absolutely
You're right.
does.
He feels more Duncan-y.
Yes.
In the, like.
Why do they always have to play for the Spurs?
Why do they always have to play for the Spurs?
Freaking Spurs.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Why do they get David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and then Wemby? Like all right in a row.
It's so unfair.
Yeah.
Do you know I saw a video come across my timeline a couple of days ago, and it was Shaq, and he's on the Lakers, and he catches the ball he catches the ball like at the a little farther out than the box. He's like this, right? And David Robinson is behind him, and he spins and he goes and he puts his shoulder down. And, bro, David Robinson is in, like, the 6th row. And somebody's like, and you want to tell me, like, they were like, imagine if this was Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
It was David Robinson, the Admiral, who has, like, friggin' bodybuilder arms and is a mammoth.
Yes.
And Shaq put his ass, like, in the 8th row. And I'm thinking, like, bro, if that was Chet, he would be in the upper deck.
He'd be in the ER. He'd be in the ER.
It's just different world.
No, like, yeah.
You see those old clips and you're like, bro, that's two full-grown ass men.
Yeah.
And he is manhandling him.
Dude.
He's just pushing him out of the way, and then he dunks, and Robinson's like this. And Robinson is a huge human being.
There's that finals against the Sixers where the Sixers won game 1 and then the Lakers beat them 4 straight. But, like, Dikembe Mutombo was playing for that Sixers team, and, dude, Shaq was just
abusing.
Mutombo could do anything. He's one of the best defensive players ever. He couldn't do anything against prime Shaq.
Right. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back after this. Chris Vernon, show.
In the Tennessee Army National Guard, you can start a career in exciting fields, including science, communications, engineering, and medicine, all while earning money for your education. This training will boost your eligibility for a high-paying and rewarding profession. And you can get it all while serving part-time in your community. The Tennessee Army National Guard can pay for up to 100% of your college tuition. To learn more, visit nationalguard.com.t-n.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit Grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's Grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Grizzlies, take your fandom to the next level by becoming an MVP.
How long have you been an MVP? Since day one.
Enjoy the great benefits of being a season ticket member. Pre-game MVP moments, including Autograph Alley, exclusive Grizz gear deals, access to member or MVP-only player events, and much more.
He's been an MVP for 22 years.
Become a Grizzlies MVP today.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball. But the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board. A class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has announced its 2026 inductees. Among the headliners, Oasis. And I'm assuming your favorite, Iron Maiden.
I dabble.
Oasis is the biggest act here.
I don't know, man. Iron Maiden.
Bro, they just did a stadium tour.
So does Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden's not doing a stadium tour in the year 2026. They're playing Minglewood Hall.
No, they are not.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. 2-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. 2-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Yeah. Just be cool. Just be cool.
Grizzlies fans, defend your home court from pests with Terminex. Before cockroaches, spiders, and mice show up, Terminex it with their pest-free 365 plus year-round protection plan. Visit Terminex.com and enter the code SAVE50 at checkout to save $50. Terms apply. Go Grizzlies. I was telling you about how the draft lottery is going to be coming up this weekend. That is on Sunday, on Mother's Day, no less, at 2 o'clock Central Time. Have you seen this back and forth that's going on between the Pacers and the Clippers online? You know, they made that trade.
The Zubats deal, yeah.
So they made the Zubats trade, and the Clippers have not selected in the first round of the draft for two consecutive years in over a decade. They traded Ivica Zubac to the Pacers. And they got Ben Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, 2 first-round picks, 1 second-round pick. One of those first-rounders is for this year. It's protected from picks 1 to 4. Also from picks 10 to 20, or 10 to 30. Sorry. Therefore, if the ping-pong balls bounce to land the Pacers within 5 through 9, the Clippers get that pick. If it's 5 through 9, the Clippers get the pick. And so the Pacers posted a thing online. So what's happening now is the Clippers keep retweeting every time the Pacers put something up about the lottery. So the Pacers put up, may the odds be in our favor. And so The Clippers retweeted it, put up 6 days to go with like the eyeball emoji. Then they took it a step further. The Pacers post 5 days to the NBA draft lottery. We are tied for the best odds at the number 1 pick at 14%. And then they list off the odds underneath it. And of course it says it lists what their chances at a top 4 pick on there. The Clippers retweeted and put, so you're saying there's a 47.9% chance. They're just trolling them. Every time Indiana puts something up to promote the draft lottery, the Clippers are just trolling them.
Damn. I miss the Twitter wars. We don't have many of these anymore between like brands and teams.
Bro, the Pacers just went 19-63.
Yeah.
19 after making the NBA Finals. Game 7,
it's still crazy they gave up all that for Zubats and like gave up a chance that they still might not get their pick. Like that's wild.
Well, if
to be that bad,
I mean that's when everybody was saying there's 4.
Yeah.
Like we'll see the way it all breaks, and certainly we look back at these drafts and we say, "Oh, that guy should have gone there, and that guy should have gone there, whatever." But Bansta, Peterson, Wilson, Boozer were looked at in a class by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no question that went through their mind when they were deciding, right? Basically, this is if we win the lottery, if we get in the lottery, we're keeping our pick.
Yeah.
That's it. And we have a 52% chance of doing that. Oh, no, this could backfire massively.
Yeah. Big time.
If you get 5, I mean, again,
they get Halliburton back next year. So, like,
they do get.
They're getting Halliburton.
They do get Halliburton back next week. I just watched it when we went to the break. I watched the Shams appearance on SportsCenter this morning about how like they're trying to get Embiid back and they've been working with him around the clock and all this stuff. But I mean, one of the things that we didn't talk about earlier that has to be addressed. I'm on this group text with a bunch of guys, and our buddy Joe House is on here, and he would not mind me saying this on our show. He said, yet another colossal but typical mismanagement mistake by the genius Sixers. What the F were they doing playing him on Monday night? They had a 0% chance of winning that game against the Knicks.
What, who said that?
Joe House.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, hindsight's always 50.
It's always 2020. Hindsight's always 2020.
But they were coming off of Game 7.
Yeah, right.
Where he was hobbled at the end.
He was hobbled. He dove on the floor.
And you weren't winning. You knew you were up against it for Game 1.
No, you are.
What were the chances? In his opinion, it's like you were never beating the Knicks in Game 1 at Madison Square Garden, coming off of that heroic Game 7 where you were hobbled at the end. Why are they running him out there? To lose him for the rest of the series now?
Yeah.
This is not a guy that can withstand playing all the time. I actually agree with that.
Yeah. No, they absolutely.
I mean, because it's not, you don't have to be, hindsight doesn't have to be 2020 when you're dealing with Embiid.
Right.
Like, that shouldn't be a surprise. Oh, Joel Embiid got hurt? No way.
No way. Yeah.
But it's like Joel Embiid, when you do see it play out the way it did, it's like, God, I mean, you just played a friggin' Game 7, and now you're playing Game 1. Like,
because they manage his regular season. Like, they manage him in the regular season. It's like, so why not try to manage him in the playoffs a little bit, too?
You saw him at the end of 7.
Yes. Freaking got hit in the knee, then dove on the floor for the ball. By the time the end of the game was happening, he was lumbering to get down the court. Yeah.
Lumbering to get down the court.
It was work.
All right. The most overrated players in the NBA. Did you see the list? As voted on by other NBA players?
Some of it.
Now, obviously, we mentioned that Devin Walker is not here today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But this would have been a great day for Devin to be here. NBA players voted on the most overrated player in the league. Alperen Şengün, number 1 with 12% of the vote. Rudy Gobert. Players, I've told you from the very beginning, players do not respect Rudy Gobert like media does. Trae Young, number 3. Karl Towns, number 4. And then Paolo Banchero and Ja Morant.
Yeah, I know.
On the list. That's just young guys that people think have gotten too much credit for not doing anything yet. Right?
Ja also, he doesn't play.
Well, also, but also those are guys that have not been to the next round of the playoffs. Right? Like, these are people typically, I'll say this for Gobert. Gobert's, been on a team that's been to 2 West Finals.
Yeah.
Trae Young went to an East Finals. Like, you got to win something, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In order to get a bunch of – put that back up because I want to go down past Ja. Ja was on that list. Denny Avdia, Scotty Barnes, Luka Doncic, Dylan Brooks. Who overrates Dylan Brooks? That's just people. This is almost – a lot of these lists are who gets on my nerves. You know what I mean? Do I really think that they're overrated and they get too much credit for their ability? Or do I just not like this guy? This guy annoys me. This is more – it feels more –
It feels like
honestly, if you would have told me that this list is who is the most annoying person in the players in the NBA –
there's some guys on here who definitely annoy people.
They all annoy people.
Like, there's no way people think Luka is, like, overrated. He's just annoying because he gets foul calls and complains all the time.
I'm saying you look up and down that list, right? Like Alperen Şengün, Rudy Gobert, Trae Young, Karl Towns. Banchero is not annoying.
I think there are people who think Evan Mobley is probably a little soft. That's why they vote him overrated. Pods is annoying.
Yes. Oh, yes. For sure. And then
He's
you got
irrational confidence.
and then you got chest out guys.
Yeah.
Like Hero, like Dylan Brooks, right? Those are Ja. Those are chest out guys.
Those are chest out guys. They are for sure. Yeah.
Denny Avdia does chest out too.
Trae Young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Chest out guy.
So I think it's more. I think this is probably not. They think they're overrated because they're not good enough at basketball for the attention or the accolades that they get. But more, these guys are all annoying.
Yeah, they're annoying.
Yeah,
absolutely.
This is it's almost like most disliked.
Yeah. Why is Siakam on there?
I don't know.
That don't make sense. I think Siakam's proven his value.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
What are people hating on Pascal Siakam for? Karl-Anthony Towns is annoying.
He is annoying.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
It really is. It's the annoying list. It's not really the overrated list.
I think
it's the annoying
annoying
list.
I think it's annoying. Very upsetting for this Embiid news to come down today because
it stinks.
You want now that we're down to 2 games a night, you want them to both be good.
Yeah.
And we've been going about 50% on all of these. We went 50% last night.
Mm-hmm.
We went 50% the night before because Knicks Sixers game 1 was terrible.
Awful.
Lakers Thunder game 1 was terrible. Wolves Spurs game 1 was amazing. And last night's Pistons Cavs game was good, right? And so I was like, all right, well, we got a chance, especially with the responses, right? You get if there's an expected response from Philadelphia, if there's a expected response from San Antonio, then we could be in line for 2 really good ones.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like we're just going to be counting on San Antonio and Minnesota.
Feels that way. I did see. Let me see if I still have this. Okay. Philadelphia, so Bobby Marks had this. Philadelphia had 454 non-Joel Embiid possessions in the playoffs this year. This is per Cleaning the Glass. The 2 most used. Maxey, VJ, Paul George, Oubre, and Drummond. They were -1 per 100 possessions. And then Maxey, VJ, Paul George, Oubre, and Bona plus 12.1.
So you get a little Bona.
Maybe a little Bona.
Give me a Bona.
Yeah.
So we got
Raging Bona.
So we got Bona going on tonight. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Big Bona.
Well, you know what? They should respond anyway.
Yeah.
And there's no way, like, you should have the motivation. And despite the fact that Joel Embiid is out, the rest of them didn't have to play big minutes in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They waved the white flag by the third quarter. But we're about to find out if this Knicks thing, because That's 4 games in a row that they have just buried people.
They're killing people. They're scoring 135 or whatever.
It was 135 in 4 games.
In 4 games, yeah.
So
yeah, they're bombing people.
If they
out.
just keep doing that,
yeah. If they're going to score 135 a game, you're probably not going to beat them. No.
And they're winning by 40 and 50-point margins.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was the least of them.
Yeah.
This last one, which was, 29, I think? I think it was 29.
Yeah, 29.
In game 1. And I spent the whole thing talking about defenses back.
No, 39.
Hey, oh, yeah, you're right.
It's 39.
I'm talking about defenses back, and they put 137 on somebody.
Damn.
I mean, Philadelphia doesn't have some kind of great defensive prowess. They got small guys.
No.
Whereas they are uniquely poorly equipped to deal with, because New York's got size. Once you get past Brunson, it's 1 little and 4 long athletic guys.
But even like Atlanta had the long athletic wings to try to deal with it, and then they eventually couldn't handle it anymore.
No, they cracked. They weren't good enough.
No.
And Jalen Johnson was going through it for the first time.
Yep.
Kuminga turned back into Jonathan Kuminga.
Looked great through 2 games, and everybody's like, damn, Steve Kerr, man, he didn't see it. And then after like game 5, everybody's like, oh, never mind, Steve Kerr.
This guy just had the worst plus-minus in the history of basketball.
Steve Kerr's like, see?
He was minus 40 in the first half.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know he was minus 40 in 12 minutes?
In 12 minutes,
That's
yeah.
unbreakable. I defy anyone to be minus 40 in 12 minutes.
That's tough.
It's
That's
almost
tough to break.
It's like impossible. All right, it's going to do it for today's show. Thanks to John Roser across the glass. Thanks to Jalen back in the studio. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, we gone.